It's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to finally talk some Man United. I feel like I haven't been talking about Man United for this whole week in all actuality, or at least on this channel since it's been Champions League midweek and we ain't there, but it is what it is. Yesterday, of course, if you haven't checked it out, I did do a preview for the Carabao Cup final between Chelsea versus Liverpool, where I had two wonderful guests, Chelsea fan Charlie and Liverpool fan Els. So make sure you check that out. We will be doing a watch along for that cup final on Sunday. But right now, it's all about Man United. We will, of course, be going into talking about the preview as Man United will be hosting at Old Trafford Fulham, which will be interesting. But there are injury crises going on, players out. Before we go into that, I do want to, of course, address some of the latest Man United rumors. But make sure, though, the first thing you do, liking this video, because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Of course, also subscribe as well. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make that happen, shall we? Alright, and also feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. There you are. Big up to Helen, one of our members. Big up to you. Big up to Ravi. Says yes. Big up, smash a like and subscribe to one of the best channels around. Pew 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 pew. 100%. 100%. I'm gonna save this comment as it is relevant to what we will be talking about. We will be addressing that a little bit later. So, the big elephant in the room, which happened earlier this week, was the fact that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has officially completed the purchase of his 27.7% stake in Man United. So he's like, minority stakeholder, new future, what should I say, owner, yada, 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 will be having sporting control. Like, the thing is, though, y'all know with the whole his Ineos and all that, I personally wanted to get Qatar in. It is what it is. That ship has sailed. I've moved on, but of course that still stinks a little bit if I'm going to be very honest. But though, I feel a little bit optimistic with the whole Ineos thing, but I still am like, I need to see actions. I can't just hear. I can't just get words. You have to show me. I need to see that basically the saying, the proof is in the pudding. In order for me to, actually be content with the pudding, you gotta give me the pudding first before I can let you know whether or not it's gonna be good. You have to give me a proper sample piece. You know what I'm saying? But at least now that's all completed. I mean, there's been so many links now. We've been hearing reports in general of players that will be leaving, players that we've been linked with. Maybe we'll get a new manager, which we will be talking about. Will Erik ten Hag still be here? Is he a part of the project? Yada, yada, yada. What will happen, structurally in terms of in the board? Will there be more changes? We already know that Omar Berrada is the new CEO from Man City. A way different role to what he's had at Man City, more of a even bigger role, of course, and with the fact that we've been, of course, linked with, basically with Dan Ashworth, the sporting director from Newcastle. Most likely, we will probably have that done very soon. He wants to come to Man United. We want him. I mean, we approached him. He wants to. I mean, he's now on garden leave at Newcastle. So restriction, of course, to that deal. But you can always make it happen. And I think we can. think we can. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, though, I know he came out with an interview. I haven't really seen the interview. I've read some quotes here and there. There's some stuff that I'm kind of like, okay, ooh, this sounds interesting. I'm on board with this. There's other stuff that he also, which I will not be addressing in regards to certain people. We'll talk about that in a solo video once we get to that in the summer. Big up to Schlotz, by the way. Big up to Lewis. Big up to Ozan. SFT crew. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, big up, big up. But what I did feel like, was a bit petty from him. I ain't gonna lie. Was very, 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 very petty. Was the fact that he said this on Shaky FC. He says, still nobody's ever seen him. Actually, the Glazers never met him. I'm not sure he exists. That is petty, Sir Jim. That is petty. Just because we haven't fully maybe seen the guy speak doesn't mean he doesn't exist. I don't even want him to just speak, But maybe he's more of a private person. You never know. And you see Sir Jim being all up in the, everywhere. So very different. But I just thought that was kind of funny comment to make. Also says, you bought a Cobby shirt, I see. No, I didn't buy this myself. This is actually just a training top, which my brother gave me for my birthday almost 2 weeks ago, which is kind of from the new collection. So like a collab, the Stone collection. And he just put Cobby on the back of it. So it's not an official, match day kit, just a training top. I probably would definitely get, maybe like maybe next season, if like, and get Cobby's name on it then. We'll see. Sometimes I often like to kind of wait in order to get people's name. I still don't even have a Ganacho kit, to be honest. So that kind of says I need him to prove a bit, but the Cobby Mano is wonderful, and I'm glad that my brother gave me this wonderful gift, and it's kind of bags. Sir Dave Brailsford is looking to appoint another executive, primarily to cover recruiting. So Julian Ward figured prominently in discussion. Ward is cautious about his next choice and values the scope of the role. I believe, and this is, by the way, reported by Laurie Whitwell, I believe he has worked with Liverpool before, if I'm not mistaken. There's more. There's been lots of stuff that I wanted to talk about. So we will be talking about the game, people. To those of you watching on the replay, I'll probably maybe try to write this timestamps and stuff so that if you just want to get my thoughts on like the game in general, you can. But in regards to these type of streams, I love being able to just give my thoughts on like some of the latest Man United news, because it's often where I get to do it. But yeah, there's a lot that we have to unpack, of course, because a lot has happened. John Rees, co-founder of Ineos, and Rob Niven, chairman of Ineos Sport, are confirmed as members of the board of directors of Man United. Richard Arnold left the board last week, thank God. This is reported by Martin Siegler. Also, Darren Fletcher and Matt Hargreaves could be among the departures at Man United as part of Sir Jim Ratcliffe's planned structural changes. It is understood a number of senior staff members remain uncertain over the futures at United. This was reported by Samuel Luckers. We also have Eric Ramsey, who now has agreed a deal to become the new head coach of Minnesota United. He's expected to depart his role at Man United after the game against Manchester City on March 3rd, which is going to be obviously next Saturday, in a week from now, reported by Tom Bogert. Thankfully, I hope we get a proper guy or woman or non-binary, wherever. Hey, we don't discriminate, but a proper person, qualified, that is good at when it comes to set pieces, because we are really below par when it comes to scoring set pieces. Not just that, also defending set pieces as well. I mean, whenever we end up getting a set piece against us, I'm like, damn it, we don't position ourselves properly. And also Nana, we've seen it. I get my heart, like, it's a saying in Norway where you say, Hjertehalsen, which means like your heart is in your throat. Pause, by the way. It basically means like when you have like your heart in your throat, you're very stressed and very anxious, basically. So it can be events like that where, in regards to, oh my god, we get a set piece against it, oh, it's a corner or it's a free kick, dang, is Onana gonna screw this up now? Heart in your throat. That's a saying. Google it. But it sounds better in Norwegian than to say it in English, by the way. There's actually a lot of good Norwegian sayings, by the way. Yes, time flies. I know. Tyler Jones says United need more humbly. Why? But thank you for leaving a like, though. Yes, keep leaving a like, everybody. Yeah, we'll figure out who comes in as a new set piece coach. But there will be a busy summer ahead expected at Man United. The reason being is, which I was a bit shocked by, because I've been hearing so many conflicting reports, but this one seems very legit. It's reported by Matt Hughes and Chris Wheeler, okay? They said United no longer are in danger of breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. The club will have more room of maneuver when the accounting period resets on July 1st. So, also reported by Chris Wheeler again, Man United annual income has risen considerably from 477 million pounds to 648 million pounds over the last 3 seasons, giving them more cash to spend this summer. So looks to be that it will be a very eventful summer for us. So I hope that this now has to be like, yo, going. The thing is, though, it's not just about going and splashing a lot of cash. I do think it's also important that we sell a lot of players. And we've been, today we've been hearing talks about Varane may potentially going to Saudi Arabia being interested. Also Casemiro, which is his birthday today. So happy birthday to Casemiro. Hope you're doing well, mi amigo. But they probably would be going. I personally would love to keep them, but it is what it is. If they go, they go. But I just hope that we can be able to spend that money wisely, and of course get rid of a bunch of other players as well. 100%. The big one that I wanted to definitely talk about before we slowly dive into the game, big up to Aaron, hope you're doing well. United has more money, more Dutch players. I cannot. No. Julian Nagelsmann, this one was reported about an hour ago, has been relishing the idea of managing Man United since last summer. He is also one of the Ineos priority options for the manager position. This is reported by Sports Zone. Obviously, no, we now know like he will be. He's now is the German national team coach, but that is only until after the Euros. So they're going to be at home turf. They're the host. They might have a great Euros. You never know. I don't know if they're going to win it. I think they've been mad shaky since after the World Cup when they won it now 10 years ago. They haven't really been the same. But Toni Kroos now is back in the team. I think you got some also young, exciting players such as Musiala and I believe as well the Leverkusen player. So there is interesting. But the thing is, though, I've been saying that I felt like Bayern made a mistake by getting rid of Julian Nagelsmann. They really did. I genuinely believe that they made a mistake. They were at this was, I believe, around this time last year, I think it was, or maybe might have been in sometime in March, I think it was. They were comfortably, they went through very comfortably in the group stages, yada yada yada, and also in the league, they were top of the league. Like there wasn't really much to complain about. So I just was kind of shocked when he got sacked, and in the matter of how we got sacked as well, the fact that he found out through social media and not, by having a meeting. I don't know. I think it's a bit disrespectful, especially he's very young, by the way. I don't know how old he is, but I know he is very young. But I think, I ain't gonna lie, this is the guy that, yeah, I want him. I actually really liked him at Bayern Munich. And there's something exciting with him. And I feel like if we have a proper structure in place, I think he can do well. I generally do believe he can do well. So yeah, he's actually very young. He's 36. He'll be 37. I mean, he's just 8 years older than me. Like mad young. I believe when he was the Bayern coach, I think he's just like what, a year or two older than Thomas Muller. So obviously, like the age, for such a veteran as Thomas Muller was kind of like, oh, okay, but and there might have been some type of conflict of conflict of interest. I think it was maybe potential in terms of his. I don't know if he's still with her, but it was some type of reporter for in sporting journalist in Germany that he was with. So she was kind of reporting stuff, but if he's for Man United right now, if he gets to Man United, I wouldn't have a problem. Turn down the heater, but yeah, so it will be interesting to see what happens in regards to that. But I generally do hope we can get him. But that's that. Another quick news before we move into the game. Man United announced preseason tour fixtures. So they're going back to the States as it did last year. July 27th is the first game so far, which will be Arsenal versus Manchester United in Los Angeles. And then August 3rd will be Man United versus Liverpool in South Carolina. I generally also hope, I went to the preseason game last year when before it kicked off in the US, they went here in Oslo where we played Leeds. So I'm thinking probably I will not be. I am expecting that they come back to Oslo this time, and if they do, I definitely will be having to go because, whenever they do come, I gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be. I really hope. I'm thinking since there probably will be a Euro, obviously, a Euro's going from, early or mid-June until mid-July. I think it's 14th of June when the Euros will be kicking off. So obviously I can see maybe the Oslo game happening maybe a week before the Premier League season kicks off. So maybe like a 7th or 8th of August or something in that order is what I'm thinking. So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to, it'll be interesting, but yeah, I hope they do come. But yeah, that's something that was important to mention. But yeah, that's kind of it when it comes to the Man United news. 20 minutes talking about that, but I think it was important to make sure that we had the segment for that. So yeah, make sure you like, once again, subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free once again to join the SFT membership. Not one listed, but by the way, when I said United get top 4, but I'm happy anyway because at least it means you won't win Europa. Hopefully, trophyless again, little since. But Aaron, you're saying trophyless since 2017. We're not. That's false. this time last year we won the Carabao Cup, so we're not trophyless since 2017. Brother, you're better than that. That's false. We won a trophy. If you're sitting here and you're saying you're discounting Carabao Cup, that's on you. But that's a trophy. So shush, respectfully. Big up, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Big up, big up. Yeah, so Man United team news in regards to tomorrow's game. Yeah, Aaron, that wasn't really an you weren't having that when you won the double. What, 3 seasons ago? FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Shush. Okay. Respectfully, shush. Either way. Injuries, guys. Hey, big up to one of our members, Kustansi, one of the members that the member that we've had for the longest. So big up to you. Hope you're doing well. Big up, my friend. Luke Shaw, we gotta talk about it, has sustained a muscle injury and will be out for an extended period. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. That was reported I think might have been 2 days ago, but earlier today, Fabrizio Romano reported expect Luke Shaw to return just before the end of the season, and he hopes to be ready for Euro 2024. This one, I'm not gonna lie, it pisses me a little bit off. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Luke Shaw is the player that's been here at the club for the longest, 9 years at this point. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. I like Luke Shaw, but when you think about how long he's been here, and the fact that I was hearing there's actually reports, stats there, proving that he's actually missed more than 200 games. That is concerning. And he'll be what, 29 this summer, so he ain't getting any younger. Um, and I think with his body type, playing as a fullback, it does put a lot of strain on your body for sure. 100% it does. But I think maybe having him divert as a left center back would maybe be less strain on him. But the availability is important. And we know with Malasia, he hasn't even played a single game this season. So we need new fullbacks. But it is an issue that we loaned Reguilon. He didn't play that many games. Might as well just kept Reguilon, to be honest. Or even no, to be honest, prior to that, I was thinking there's no point of getting Reguilon. Hindsight now, or we shouldn't even have gotten him. We could have just kept Alvaro Fernandez, who now plays for, if I remember correctly, was it Granada? I think it was one of the Spanish clubs. I'm pretty sure it was. But it now will be permanent. I think it is. Very unfortunate. But earlier today, reported by Rich Fay, says Man United could look to recall Brandon Williams from his loan deal from Ipswich. I completely forgot about Brandon Williams. In my head, I thought we sold him, but yeah, nope, loan. But this would require an agreement between both clubs as well as a special dispensation from the EFL. It is understood to be unlikely that will be granted, even if they explore this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think we're gonna just we can just forget about that. This just proves more and more that we need proper. Yeah, Tuanzebe as well. Yeah, we got rid of him. I really wanted to work for him, but unfortunately he didn't. But yeah, it's you sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? We availability is very important. So Luke Shaw, I have no the thing is he signed new contract what last year? What long-term contract by the way as well, so it'll be very difficult. Even if you wanted to get rid of him, it'll be very difficult because who would really be buying him, especially with those wages? So either have him and you have him more so as a squad player and you have him as a left center back here and there, but we have to bring in fullbacks. We have to bring in a right back, a left back. Probably I would want to get somebody that can play, let's say somebody that can play multiple positions or more people that can play multiple positions, being very versatile. So having somebody that's like let's say somebody that is a left center back, but I can also play as a left back, I think would be very important. And vice versa for the right back position, because this is not cute. Right now, as things stands, since he's now out, you'll have I don't want to see Lindelof playing as a left center back. I mean, not left center back, playing as a left back. Lord have mercy. He gonna be. I'd rather have him play as a right back because at least he's more comfortable with that right foot. But playing as a left back, yeah, he's gonna get. The fact that there's rumors, there are not 100% certain that William will be playing, and if William does play, yeah, Lindelof will be get. Vicky will get cooked. 100% Vicky will get cooked. And I don't want to see Vicky getting cooked. That will make me very much anxious. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. The big one, the one that really ankle after work, when my head was hot after work, I had a great day at work. Tired though. We had like dance session at work with the kids, hip hop lesson, not me doing. We had instructors coming in and doing it, and I learned a little bit of locking. Dang, but my body's aching. I know I'm gonna feel like shit tomorrow. But great workout though. But regardless, after all of that, seeing then the big news that Rasmus Hojlund will be missing the game tomorrow due to muscle injury, and he'll be expected to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. So that means that he also will be missing the Manchester Derby next Saturday, and that sucks, man. That really sucks. We really he the guy now has what, 7 goals in total, I believe, in the league. Okay, like, huh? Damn it! This is a bummer. Wait, actually, it's a bummer. I really genuinely he just grew more and more into this momentum. So of course it is very unfortunate and it sucks that he ain't gonna be playing. You know? You know what I'm saying? It sucks for a while, but I don't know. I don't know. We're going to be seeing Rashford up top. I cannot. Oh my god. This is why when people are saying like, yeah, but getting a new striker, like he should be the main. Guys, we used to have back in the day. It's not that long ago where we used to have multiple strikers. Like you had a Chicharito that could come off from the bench when you had a Wayne Rooney as well. Prior to that, back in, you know, around the 90s, you had freaking York, Cole. You had also a, they could play it together up front, or one of them could come in, switch. You could have Solskjaer coming in. You have Compton. There's so many options to pick from. And this is what I want to go back to. I don't want nobody to feel like their position is cleared. And also, it's a lot of pressure to put in on a young player, to have him play week in and week out. This is what I was saying. What if he's in great shape? He's doing very well, confident, playing wonderfully. But what if he gets injured? Which is exactly what happened. Now you don't have a Martial to bring in. Not that I even would be, super optimistic about that, because he's made a biscuit, bless his heart, but he's out regardless. So the only option up front will be having a Rashford. What if he is shit? Okay, then maybe you can have, Scott McTominay coming in. What I always say is, when Scott McTominay doesn't offer, when Scott McTominay doesn't score, no assist, what does he offer? Nothing. By the way, big up Matt's channel. Hope you're doing well. Literally nothing. So and it's just like, when you see Rasmus Hojlund like play for his boyhood club, you just see he's a joy to watch, man. I ain't gonna lie, you see how it really means you see that he gives the 100% for this club, wearing the kit. It matters, and he gives 100%. And for me, yes, of course, that should be the bare minimum, but unfortunately, that is not the bare minimum for a bunch of men at this club. And certain men gotta go. We already know that, right? But I don't know. It's a bummer. One other breaking news though is the fact that Erik ten Hag is set to hand Omari Forsen his first Premier League start for Man United tomorrow. The manager rates Forsen very highly, and the preference for him to start over Ahmed is based on skill set and potential, and not training performance or effort related. This is reported by the Academy Scoop. So we'll be set to see Omari Forsen. So he'll play more so on the right. I'll very shortly. I will be showing you guys my predicted lineup for tomorrow, and of course hearing your thoughts as well. But I ain't gonna lie, what does Amad Diallo have to really do to get a proper chance? I don't know. He's just almost, I don't know. I'm telling you, to those of you tuned in now, we have been a little bit linked with Julian Nagelsmann. If we do get him after the Euros, which I hope we do, I think that would be dope. I need to get we have to. If we do, though, I think that he would maybe really rate and like a Amad Diallo. And I think that's why I'm thinking, Amad, don't, you'll get your moment. You'll get it. Because I ask, are you ready for the Euros? 100%. I love watching international tournaments. I enjoyed the AFCON, even though at this point I think the AFCON has surpassed my love for the Euros. So it'll be the World Cup, AFCON, and then the Euros. But I still am super excited. I mean, bummer that Norway's not there yet again. 24 years later, and we're still not there. But either way, we'll be supporting Portugal, Netherlands, as I always do. And we'll see how far England could go. I ain't got a problem with England. France, that, it'll be good. However, we have more news. There was no update on Malacia, Mason Mount, or Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The trio are yet to return to the training pitches. I think there was also some type of report saying that maybe Malacia will be starting to train a little bit now, but he's still weeks away from actually, playing, to be honest. Martial and Lisandro Martinez, they're still rehabilitating, and Eric was asked about the impact of all the injuries on our season in regards to that. Fulham team news. John Polinia serves the first of a 2-match suspension for picking up 10 yellow cards in the league, while Raul Jimenez is sidelined with a hamstring problem. They also got some injuries of their own, or absences of their own. Marco Silva conducted his news conference on Thursday and said that although Willian needs to undergo a fitness test, Armando Broja could feature after missing the 2-1 home loss to Aston Villa. With the virus, hopefully it's okay. See, obviously, Willian is still being assessed. I'm thinking, once again, as I said, if Willian is playing Lindelöf, no, technically it will actually be on the Dalot side, if I remember correct. No, it would be. It's because he's on the. Yep. Also, I was checking their overall squads. I kind of completely forgot that Adama Traore, the former Wolves player, plays for Fulham. You haven't been hearing that much of him. He's still a player that I do like. The thing is, though, he has a lot of pace. The physicality is there. The guy's built as a freaking machine, literally. I mean, I will be broken in 2 pieces by that guy, but even though hey. I digress. I still will be very scared to see him go against Lindelöf. Lindelöf will get cooked. He will get cooked. The output, the only thing that Traore is missing is that output, which is obviously a very big part. Gonna be a winger, you need that output to be a bit better, my G. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't looking forward to it. And he coming in, let's say the last 15 minutes of the game, Lindelöf is tired. Oh, long day. Long effing day. Big up, Des. Hope you're doing well. Oh, have I had Tariq on? No, I haven't had Tariq on before, but I've been on a channel with him. Been on a show with him before. Big up to him, though. I do subscribe to him. Big up to him. The Fine View, which has been on the channel before, we collapsed, says, what is this Nagelsmann news? The news is that he's been interested in coming to Man United since last summer, and he's also one of the priorities for Ineos. And I definitely would want him. I mean, like I said on your channel, like I praise Nagelsmann. I'm definitely a fan. And if there's any, to be honest, I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I want him. So sorry. What is Ineos? Oh, that is the company of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. They also own Nice, work with that. So yeah, it's his company. And they do several stuff, but they also do, the sporting aspect as well. Let's now, because I don't want this to be the longest, I ain't gonna lie, I'm extremely exhausted today, but hey, let me show you my predicted lineup. Here we go. So this is obviously due to, we're taking into account players that are missing. Like I said, to those who tuned in, Luke Shaw will be out for a long time. He might just make it to the end of the season, and he'll, of course, going to be seen playing in the Euros. So there's nothing, it's not like he's going to be undergoing any surgery, but it's still mad. what happens to Stone Cold 7 Hogden? Well, my friend, he'll get sacked. He gotta go. He gotta go. But yeah, and Hojlund, of course, is also injured, unfortunately. Won't be back until 2-3 weeks. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. I just want to reset this season. I've had enough. I want to reset the season, start over. The fact that it's not even March yet. Okay, it's 1st of March next Friday. It's my mom's birthday. After that, we'll have 2 months or so left of the season. Sophie, you can do this. I know it's difficult, girl, sis, but you can do this. It's gonna be horrible. But either way, Onana in goal. Lindelöf, unfortunately, going to be playing as a left back. Technically, you can also see Arabat doing it. Dalot could also, but I think it will be Lindelöf. Dalot right back. Maybe some people will be like, where's Maguire? I ain't gonna lie. Maguire had a shit first half. He had a shit first. Yeah, shit first half. Shit. So I just think it'll be Evans because Evans looks so much better in the second half. And Varane, Varane is doing Varane. You know what I'm saying? Big up C, goal. They'll be doing well. Force is going to play number 9. Is he really? Because that's the thing that I was a bit unsure about. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I you know what? I rather might see that instead of Rashford up top. I ain't gonna hold you. But this is just what I'm predicting. Midfield, of course, that's going to be unchanged. We see a Kobe, Maino. Oh my God, Maino over here. And Casemiro, Bruno as an attacking mid. Left wing, even though we probably will be seeing Garnacho, especially now that Seagull is saying Force maybe as a striker, then this is just, it could be Garnacho on the left wing, Force on the right wing, because he is set to be starting tomorrow. That's going to be his Premier League debut, by the way. Or start at least. And then Rashford up top. I don't want to see Rashford up top. I'd rather have him on the left. So, I don't know. But this is just what I'm predicting. So we'll have to see. Let me know your prediction as well. In terms of the score, as we slowly now wrap up. Prior to the knowledge of Rasmus Hojlund being injured, I was saying 2-1. Do I still think it's going to be 2? We're definitely not keeping a clean sheet. I'm letting you know right now. I don't think we will. Seagull is saying Rashford left wing, Garnacho right wing, Force and striker. We'll see. I hope Force and cooks tomorrow. Please. Please. You gotta insist in the, I think it was it the Wolves game when we won? It is. When technically it was it was an assist, but you never see goal. You stop it. 5-1. I think we will still smash them. But when is the last time we scored 5? We didn't score 5 last season. Season before they probably did we? I think we did maybe the season before them, which was our worst ever season. But I think we did. Like it's a Mooney or something. Did we? We might have. What did we have with season? One of the others. I'm pretty sure we did. But this one, we are not. Brother, fam, yeah, 4. I know we scored 4. We definitely scored 4. We have scored 4 goals. We have. But I'm saying, when is the last time we scored 5? That's been a while. I know Fulham are not good. 7 away wins at 29. I still believe that we're going to win. I'm going to say 2-1. Just the problem is, I still believe we're going to win. The issue is we make it difficult for ourselves. It's not has to do with the opposition being very good. Sometimes it's just because we score first. Like against Luton, we scored 2 goals early, and we still effed up and grind out 2-1 at the end. And I know Luton is a difficult ground to go to, but when you're 2 goals up, how do you almost mess that up? We end up screwing ourselves over and over and over again. So 5-1. This is the views of Seagold and Seagold only. It does not reflect the views of Sofia Abdullah on Sofia's Football Talk. Okay? It doesn't. That's all I'm gonna say. Just if somebody want to be clipping and saying, "Oh, she said fuck," nope. Not that we have an issue of being clipped because I've been clipped before, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1. 2-1. I would have maybe even said 3-1 if we had Rasmus, I would say 3-1. But we have two, yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1. But I would love Seagold. I would want nothing more than this to be true. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you are right. And that we do slap them up 5-1. I hope we do. I hope. Because it's been a while since we've done that. Dang. I want to go back to that time. Remember when we even, was it 3 seasons ago or something? Where we won like 9-0 against Southampton? Can we? Was it also like 6-1 or something against Roma? Damn. I want that again. You know? Dang it. Big up to Lumba. Hope you're doing well with my members. Seagull says, I don't have faith in the manager. Don't think he's the right man for us. Just making my prediction. And I know what you're saying. I don't think he's the right guy for us as well. I was saying that, as we are linked with New Zealand Nagelsmann, even prior to us being linked with him, I was saying, months ago, like if we're going to get rid of Ten Hag, I would want Julian Nagelsmann. I actually really do like him, generally. And when he got that Germany job, I'm just glad that it's only until like after the Euros. So he'll probably keep his option open. I don't think he will be going back to Bayern, especially seeing some of the comments earlier today with the fact that he was saying, Bayern doesn't really give a lot of managers proper time. You see, with Jurgen Klopp getting lots of time at Liverpool. You see Pep getting a lot of time at Man City. Like he was referencing that, and obviously he might still feel some type of way, and I completely get it. He was promised to get lots of time, and he wasn't. And it's not like Bayern was in a very bad position when he got sacked. Not at all. I was shocked when that happened. I was like, what? They're still top of the league. They're doing well in Champions League. What? I don't know. I thought it was mad. They're in a worse position now. Come on. Who's your preferred candidate? It's Julian Nagelsmann. I'm not gonna lie, especially now if we get a proper structure for him, I don't think he can cook. Because anything else than that, no. I will really want to get Julian Nagelsmann. Yep. Helen says, I predict 1-1. Get your prediction down below, people, as we're wrapping up. If you watch this on a replay, let me know in the comment section. I love hearing your thoughts as well to the replay gang. But yeah, once again, I am predicting 2-1 Man United. I hope we win by more than that. To be honest, the most important thing for me at this point, I go less, especially now with Luke Shaw being out for the majority of the season, Hojlund being out for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm so done with the season. I'm done with the season. I just want us to win. I forget about, at this point, screw everything else. I just want to win. Otto says, I'm late. No worries. Come on, fam. Hey, no worries. No worries. I mean, technically, I was supposed to have the stream later, but stuff happened, so I moved it a bit earlier. The National says Nagelsmann wasn't that great at Bayern. He would have had no chance against Pep and Man City. I disagree. I actually generally think he would have had a better chance against Man City compared to Tuchel. Now we never know. Nagelsmann came too early. I hear it. We just won 3 points now. But I swear to you, 100% that's where I'm at right now. Screw everything else. I just want to get the W. I don't care. I'm so done with this season. I just want to get the W. I'm not saying, oh, screw it, don't get top four. I'm saying, give me top four. I'll take it. Try to win the FA Cup, but try again next season. That's all. But I am completely. I still do predict that we're getting 6. That is where I'm at. But we can get top 4. Of course, that's not a trophy. Oops, sorry, oopsie. But I still am taking it. Damn, what did I even? Sorry, guys. Here we go. I completely misplaced something. Sorry, I didn't. Apologies. He might be a good fit at United, says the match channel. Yep. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we're going to end it here. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow to do a live match reaction, of course, after the game. Unfortunately, it won't be straight after the game as I have an appointment to do my hair. So I'm literally going to take my iPad with me and watching the game at the hairdresser because that was the only time I had to do it. And in a week from now, I'm going to start new jobs. I wanted to have like the braids laid before that. If anyhow I'm able to get an earlier appointment, let's say somebody ends up leaving or somebody ends up not showing up, then I might potentially do an earlier match reaction. Either way, match reaction will be coming tomorrow. Let's all see how it does at the Euros. Yeah, we'll see. Good night, Fulham. Good night, everybody that's been here. To those of you who are new here, make sure you, of course, subscribe. Everybody as well, like the video. The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there. The viewers are not viewing. So that's why I need the likes to be there, because YouTube will then be like, oh, dang, people like it. Let's push it out. Okay? Also, feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right? Peace out. Sophie is out.